Hi everybody, welcome to budcast.ke. I am Joy Rockchika.
I'm Sauda Bashir.
And I am Daddy Mato.
AKA.
Kuna AKA.
Ndio hivyo. Hapo.
Labda Sauda anajua kitu hatujui.
Hapo ndo kusema.
Amesema AKA.
Si AKA inamaanisha also known as I thought I was wrong. Also known as
Okay, so today we are talking about finances. We are trying to start a conversation about finances. I know it's going to be long. So we are just going to have a first part about the conversation. And I think Leo, since tulikuwa tumekuzilia kitu the last episode about money, I just want us to start somewhere. Remember the time we were talking about 2021 and how it was, and ukasema mambo ya ukusema lakini najua mambo ya mtoto na kutumia pesa yote kwa mtoi and everything, your money. Yes, and then you said something about business, and you needed the momentum to get the business flowing. You're reaping this year. That's what you said.
I am reaping this
year.
year.
And I said how my 4 out of 10 was. And you said how about 6 and 9 was?
69, baby.
469. Usisahau
469.
Yes.
Sawa. So I think we can talk about how better we are going to focus about your financials. What do you do? How do you plan yourself and the challenges that you've had about finances, and what you've done for you to be able to recover? What happens to you?
So if I will start, I have a wealth of knowledge as far as finances are concerned.
You were saying?
I've just recently been very exposed to niche topics that affect life, niche subjects, niche sectors. It started off with farming, took a break, and then I'm doing a show on construction. You know? And then now I'm also doing a show on finances.
You're still doing about tech? And
I still do about tech.
Yeah.
Tech has been part of me since I think I was 4 years old. I've always been intrigued and love tech. Very niche topics that affect daily life. Things that you will interact with on a daily basis.
So you must be doing a lot of research. Like now you're doing a show on
finances and on construction.
And on construction. So you must be reading a lot on construction.
So this is the interesting bit. My approach, yes, there is the research, but I don't go with research.
Okay.
I go with, I don't know anything. Talk to me so that I can ask all the questions
that I would also ask.
Any other person would ask, because I don't want to know as an expert. I want to know as a consumer, because I'd want you to tell me that use this expert for this thing. I don't want you to tell me go and measure the width of the chuma and then confirm. Kuna vitu zingine you can't know everything. You can't know everything, but you can be directed to the right experts to help you know something else. Okay. Because even as we talk about finances here right now, we're not talking as experts. We're talking based on our experiences on the on the little things that we know.
Yes.
Our knowledge is a bit limited. We acknowledge that. We are not saying that this is the gospel truth.
Yes.
We acknowledge that our knowledge is limited. So one of the things that I've encountered recently is, especially as far as finances is concerned, vile pesa hukuja, hudetermine vile unaitumia. Number one.
Yeah. It's not about the amounts you're getting.
It's not about the amounts. It's how
you use it.
The money is coming. By that I mean, Mimi, need to mention the previous episode. Mimi nilijua employment for 6 months only.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, between January to December, probably I will net probably, let me say 12 million.
Yes.
Assuming that I'll if you divide that, it will probably be $1 million per month.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alafu wewe unapata mshahara yako ya 1 million per month. Okay? Mimi Januari kianza wewe na wewe
endelea, usijali utapata in the next story that
is going to give. Menikumbusha mtoi wangu siku hizi nikishughulikia huyu mwingine.
Nataka kufanywa hivyo.
It's my turn.
No, you're talking in millions. Bless me.
Millions. Bless her at share. What are you talking about?
Sharing.
So between January and December, if you calculate in the past, so 2021,
Yes.
I made 12 million.
Okay.
You, 2021, you made 12 million.
Okay.
But me, I look broke as a sijui.
That's true.
Me, I've made 12 million, you've made 12 million. But me, I'm broke. I'm seriously broke.
Yeah.
Why? Because I will make 200,000 in January. February, March, April, May, nothing.
Yes.
Kumekauka.
June, 5 million ingie. Lakini sasa, hii February, March, April, May, si nimekuwa niki spend.
Yeah.
So, ini shimo, nimekuwa tu niki create.
Yeah.
Lazima nijaze.
Yeah.
So, hii 5 million sasa, lazima sasa irudi kwanza, kujaza shimo, so that nianze tena. Ninaenda tena, nimekauka, alafu, ninapata ingine, you know? So, because of the nature of, the kind of things I do, it might become very hard for me to plan, but you still have to be realistic and plan according to how your money comes.
Yes.
Because you will plan and say, I'm making 1 million per month. I know. This time, this amount will go to this amount will go to savings, this amount will go to this, that, like that.
Yeah.
So, utalive
It's
according
standard.
to your expectation in your, I mean, less standard in your life yenye umeweza kuafford with that 1 million. Mimi nitaishi maisha ya 100,000 this month. Next month nijue kuna kamilion kanakuja, niishi maisha ya 1 million.
Yeah.
The next month nijue ni 5 million inakuja, niishi maisha ya 4 million, alafu 5 million ikose kukuja, ichelewe. So, nikwame tena, So, when I say how the money comes, even doesn't matter how much money it is first.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's how it's coming.
Okay.
And you have to panga yourself
Yes.
with how your money is coming.
Let me ask a question. I want to ask all the men in this house. Do you do your budget? Do you do a budget?
So, ni kama hujakuwa ukinisikiza hii time yote nimekuwa nikiongea.
How it is coming in.
So,
it's how it's coming in, yes.
So,
but then it has to fill in that hole.
I know.
So you have to be aware of what exactly you're
I know.
filling in.
I know.
Do you do
So,
a budget?
I've had this argument, and I call it an argument because it's been an argument with myself and my wife.
Yes.
So my wife, having gotten used to the corporate space where you know how much you're making every month, she had a specific budget.
Yes.
And anajua hii ndio nina spend on hii ndio ya shopping, hii ndio ya hii.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she will atafuata because anajua pesa itakuja itarehe, hizi ndizo mashinde itajaza na hivi itafika mpaka hapa, then nianzie tena.
Yeah.
So what I have, you can call a budget,
Yes.
but I call a wish list.
Okay.
So I wish to spend this amount of money by the end of this month.
Okay.
I wish.
That's an interesting of looking
I wish
at your
this. I wish these are the expenses that I will have this month.
Okay.
In case this money does not come,
Yeah.
these are the things that I have prioritized,
Okay.
and these are the things that will wait for later. Because where you can plan December, you're going to go for a holiday, and you start saving.
Yes.
To pesa kidogo,
Yes.
Yeah.
ukijua hii sasa ni ya December holiday.
December.
Ulisema unachukia December holiday. So wewe useme hii ni ya December holiday.
Yes.
Yenda tasema si mimi.
Unasema hii ni ya
December.
Hii ni ya December holiday.
For my birthday.
Mimi, it is only if money comes in December.
Yeah.
Because I will be promised money in January, and then it comes the next year in January.
Yeah.
Because of
There's
the
no
nature of my job as well.
Okay.
So I have a wish list.
Yes. Okay, sawa.
Yeah.
Do you have a budget? No. So money comes in and then whatever you need to take care of at that time, that's what you do.
I already know automatically.
You already know automatically. So you don't, so you have a priority of what you need to take care of first.
Wish list.
That's your
Wish
term.
list. Wish
Keep
list.
your term.
Say it
you
with
have
me.
everything.
Wish list. Thank you.
Come on. So you have a priority of the things that you need to pay off and then how much you're left with, right?
And then you just spend whatever is.
Whatever is
If you
left.
want anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What about you? Do you have a budget?
Asking for what?
I know.
What?
No. Okay. Don't take this wrong, but I feel like age-wise, you'll probably have your wish list or budget, and then you'll just do whatever you need to do when you get the money. So the first priority, you pay rent,
Yes.
right?
Hiyo unajua pesa yake lazima
Rent,
utafute
stima,
no matter what.
No.
Wi-Fi.
You're not. Are you married? Are you married? No, it's yes or a no. You are not.
Just a
That's
little.
okay.
Amesema not so much. So it's married just a little.
Just a little married.
Okay, so food is not a priority in your budget. Is it? It is. Okay, sour, no problem. So, Sauda, you have a budget.
I do have a budget.
Yes. Do you have a budget?
Yes.
You have a budget? That's the thing with male and female.
Uh-huh.
You will have a wish list budget, and the female will always have a budget. And the men will always take care of whatever is a priority first.
You know,
and then everything else will come
And
later.
then you'll also hear the way people say women always have money. It's because we budget.
It's not that. This is
Well, I don't know who said that, but
this
that's
is-
dumb.
this
We
is how-
always have money somewhere. Imagine
That's
we always
dumb, but
have money. You have money somewhere.
No, I don't.
I-
I've seen days
I
I
hope-
have a
I hope-
shilling. I will not say I have
But-
money if I don't have
No,
it.
but
I
women
will
will
look
find-
like I do.
I hope this does not come out
It's
wrong.
about the image.
I will look like I do.
I'm hoping
Yes.
this does not come out wrong.
Yeah.
But men,
Say,
pesa ya
I'm
mwanaume, pesa ya
kila
mwanaume
Ni yetu.
na kila
ni,
mtu.
ni ya yeye
Ya jamii.
na mahali itafika na watu hao wengine. Lakini pesa yako unakuaga pia hata umebudgetia option ya ikifika ni kupeana, hii ndio ninaweza peana. Kwa sababu pia hakuna expectations deep kama za mwanaume. Kwa sasa mimi nitakuwa ile situation I've made my 200,000 that month.
Yes.
But when mom says she needs something, she's not going to say nirushie kitu. Ama bibi akisema nirushie kitu, atasema ninataka kununua dining set na dining set ni 100,000.
Yeah.
Ninataka mama atasema ninataka kuweka stock ya duka na stock ya duka ni 50,000. You know, kitu kama hiyo. So utasema okay, sawa, 50 ndio hii. Nitajipanga hapo hivyo mbele kwingine. So unapata watu wako okay around yeye na yeye ako tu sawa. Ako tu sawa. Haumi sana.
Yeah.
But hana ile yenye nyinyi mnaweza sema girls we just go out today. Oh yeah, let's go. You guys are going to cab. Sawa, twende. Alafu mteka kila mtu, we are going to kila mtu ana chip in. Mwanaume ndio decide to go out, lazima kuwe capable of kulipa bili yote.
Yeah.
Plus the Uber.
Labda si atalipa, lakini kwa wote lazima uwe capable. By the time unasema twende, ujue inaweza kuangukia ni wewe. Utasikia tu, wewe unakuaga mtiaji sana wewe. Kwanza leo bili yako.
Us guys have never been to.
Us we pay our own bills.
We succeed.
But let me tell you, okay, no, with that, let me tell you guys a story. This is how I was conned once. It was a man.
It had to be a man.
And of course. My stories involve men. Anyway, so I went, there's this guy who had a crush on me. You remember those, back in the day, like con men used to meet chicks in college at Kenya Cinema and Uko Polos. Yes,
the con
so
place.
yes, that was a con place at that back then. So I
It was
went.
convenient.
Fantastic. So
That's funny. Funny.
hata nimeshindwa kutafuta ingine yake. So anyway, this guy asked me out, and the place he was asking me is to meet at Polo. So I refused because at that time I think tulikuwa na exams hiyo tunafanya.
Polos was up opposite Afya Center.
Afya Center, yes, and I was in Nibs, and it was at Cooperative Bank that time, the Cooperative Building, the bomb blast place. So anyway, so he asked me out and then asked me to meet him at Polos. Is it Polos? Yes, Polos. Then nikakata, nikamwambia you come at Kenya Cinema. At Cooperative Bank building. That time there used to be a restaurant hapo chini, forgotten the name. So I asked him. That time I used to do interior. I used to do wedding decors back then. Akakam, tukapatana hapo hivyo nje. Then we went upstairs to have a drink and everything. And I had money.
I don't know what was and everything. A drink and everything.
Okay, fries and I specifically always to date I ask for things that I know I can afford.
Yeah.
I will
In
not
case
go
Kiumane.
for in case Kiumane. I will not ask for bronze on my first date.
Now you see.
I will ask for fries
So now
actually fries.
You see that fee of yours?
Sausage is
Multiply it
pushing
by
it.
5 for a man.
I know. So this is how I ended up
Because you never know.
This is how I ended up getting a sausage. Because I was like, alikuwa zile za itisha kenye unataka. Like he was really pushing it for me to have something else. So I was like, okay, a sausage. And then I had a picana. Remember?
Yeah.
And I had a
When he's there.
Me, I was going to go for that thick mango.
Yeah. Guys,
That thing still
Mato
exists.
is joking.
It does not exist anymore.
He's joking.
Picana does not exist
That's thick.
anymore.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my gosh, that was it was so good.
Imagine.
Guy.
Like even
No, I'm
Grace
joking.
stopped recording.
What? Are
No,
you
I'm
still talking
joking.
about money?
People will start talking
Because-
about see our
Imagine.
age.
Hey, picana. Okay.
Anyway, so I had a picana, fries, and sausage. So he had only a picana. So ameniambia I have everything, but
Red
she's not
flag.
having anything. Sasa mimi
Those
nishaona
were
hiyo
three red
ameshaenda. So we had the conversation going. Then he said he wants to call the office. He doesn't have power on his phone. So he was like, why don't you hold on to this phone? And this is how age also comes in. Motorola. The very slender one. That's the one that he had then. Motorola.
It was called a Motoreza.
It was called a
It
Motorola.
was thin. It was a razor.
Oh, he's not
Because-
swinging enough. Oh, okay.
As a razor.
Razor.
Yeah, R-A-Z-R.
Yeah, it's still the way you pronounce
R is
it, Martin.
razor.
Yeah.
Razor.
Ray.
Motoreza.
Yeah, Ray.
Motoreza.
So anyway, he gives me the phone and then asks me for mine. And I also had a borrowed Motorola.
T119.
That one.
Aki umenikumbusha.
The ile ilikuwa inawaka
I'm
blue
scared this story.
to us.
Kampo mwalimu alisema everybody switch off your phone. Tulike tu the whole echoing the T119 Motorola.
That's the one I had in Awaka Blue. That's the one I had. So I give him the phone. Then he says he needs to step out, make a phone call. So he goes and leaves me with the Motoreza. We did this a long time ago. So Motoreza leaves me the Motoreza, and then imezimika. So kaenda. I waited.
And there was no M-Pesa
I'm
then.
on my last piece of the sausage.
No,
And the picana, I'm soothing. He's drinking it, waiting for the guy. Hey! 1 hour later, I realized this guy has gone. He's not coming back, by the way. And he's gone with who? Someone else's phone. It's not even mine, because I had switched my phone with someone.
Come to impress.
No, I just wanted the feel of that phone. Yeah. I just wanted, imagine.
The universe was setting you up.
Yes, I wanted a feel of that phone. I used to have that category of switching with people's phones then just to experience different phones. So the guy comes. I think I didn't even call I asked for the bill myself. Then, kona pesa za harusi za mtu. That's how I paid my bill.
Because ukona decorations
Pesa
events.
decorations events niko nazo, yeah. So I had that. I paid my bill. Went so much stress back upstairs, and then there was only one other person who had the same phone. Nikamwambia nisaidie na charger. Tunaweka kwa charger, it's not charging. So kulikuwa na taskies hapo. It had phone something.
Phone Express.
Phone Express. Yes. Went there. Gave the guy the phone, would you try, please check for us if this phone can charge. Then the guy's like, does it even have a battery? They tried to open at the back. It's not opening. So the guy had to force it open. Ilikuwa imeshikanishwa na gum. And then it had magnets.
Matope.
Oh, my heart sank. Then, I had just been bought a new phone by my parents. Okay, now they'll know. I feel much on them. So the excuse I gave them is I have been pickpocketed again, because it had happened before, pickpocketing. Yeah, and Kambia nimekuwa pickpocketed, and that's how I lost the phone, and that's how I paid back the phone.
And ukalipia food.
And I paid a bit, so nikakula profit kidogo. So honestly, personally, I also never go out with anyone if I do not have enough money. And if I'm with
Yeah.
someone that I know will actually take care of that bill, has to be someone that I really trust and is my friend. Not the first, not the second, not the third date. Will I not carry enough money for my prawns if I have to eat prawns? Yes.
Kwa
The end.
wanaume ni tofauti sana. And it goes to, again, the financial expectation.
Yeah.
Because najua pia kuna, you also don't want to be that guy in the group who always does not
Pay their bill.
buy the drinks that day.
Your boyfriend.
Because
But you have those friends who actually do.
unajua labda wengine
See, guy, they don't have shame.
kuna wale wanakuja tu anakupigia mko wapi ninakam anakuja mmeitisha nyama ndio hiyo amekuja ameonja ameona kabia ameona amegawa tumbler amechangisha kuna hao
Yeah.
you know lakini if you're in a group sana if you're in a group of people who group of friends who you hang out with often there will always be it's either kuna styles kadhaa. Kuna ile ya tutaweka kadi zote yale watu wa kuswipe. Tutaweka kadi hapo hivyo, waiter akuje achukue ende. Ndio ninalipa nayo. Ama kuna ile ya leo kamekuangukia ama wewe ukichelewa leo wewe unafanya hivyo. Or, it's just always sometimes it's a flex game. Kuna mwenye atasema this time ni mimi. Just this time ni mimi, next time itakuwa wewe. Sana it never really talks about that person's financial muscle or financial planning because sasa zingine ni ego tu unataka isuguliwe pia kidogo something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But ideally you should be able to plan with what you have and when it comes.
Yes.
Which is where I feel we fail the most, especially in this age, this generation. That's right true. Now. There is a high sense of entitlement. Umeingia kazi, una feel kwa hii job feel mimi ninafaa kulipwa this amount. Hivyo ndivyo nina feel. Na nisipolipwa that amount according to the kind of work I am doing, doesn't matter whether I have experience in it, doesn't matter if the job is good enough. It's just the fact that I have woken up in the morning and I have dedicated myself to doing this job. So just by virtue of that fact,
I'm doing you a favor. Yeah.
I deserve.
That is very wrong.
Sauda, your experience? Hata umesahau tulikuwa tunaongea jiani.
My mind was everywhere. So, growing up, my mom was very good with money.
I told you I want.
We had this conversation about your mom last time. I think I was just
my mom was really good with money. Like we used to shop specifically on Saturday. Like, and then once we come from shopping, she'll take the receipts, write things down. Like she even had files for the electricity bill, the water bill.
I have those too.
Yeah, like she used to keep all those. Like
mnatumwa bill bado.
Sisi.
Or even me, I have those. I have those on my phone. Yeah.
No, invoice.
Yeah, tokens.
Wait, mnalipanga maji kwenyu?
Okay,
so you amwandikiwi mahali and all that.
Tunaandikiagwa lakini
so you don't keep that paper.
No, si niko na pesa sasa
statements. I have a box file, my friend. I have
so like file. My mom even rents quarterly. Everything like school fees when we are closing school. By the time she's picking us up, ameenda kwa what is it called? The staff room. I need the school fees structure, the books that are needed, everything. Like my mom was very structured. So to the point where, like I said again, I was like a privileged kind of kid. So we used to get like a allowance. Ka Saturday unapatiwa ka 5 bob. So the first days, like you're going to waste that money.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I'm in class what? 5. So you're given like a 5 bob. So you write it down, you've been given this money. So you're taught how to do your finances. When it's your friend's birthday, you don't ask mom for money. See, you've been saving money. You have money. So you learn how to like, I've spent this. So even in your mind, you know what I'll spend on.
Even money for your friend's birthday.
Yes. Wow. How pay we? You will have to shop with your own money. Like it was, you get.
She's
I remember
that story. I'm thinking, my son, I gave him money and also his uncle gave him money. Akaenda siku moja akaspoil watoi kwa store. Bought them biscuits. Like shika.
You get a biscuit. You get everybody gets a biscuit.
I think that's how you got a girlfriend. Anyway.
Yeah,
Child has a girlfriend.
I suspect.
And you're openly talking
I
about it
suspect.
as a mother, and you don't feel a
It's-
thing.
Let me tell you something, Martin.
You
Your
can't even
kids
hide
will
it.
not come to you and tell you that they have someone.
Where would you?
Did you have no? Wait, Grace. Did you have your child tell you that they have a girlfriend
Eventually, yes.
Eventually, right? when they were 18? Because they've had that conversation we're just having about
but
the
you know,
crush
for
and
me-
everything.
For me, that question is very needy because me, first of all, I'm a single mom. So,
Yes, me too.
So is she.
Yeah.
Then, so my relationship with my son is more we're buddies.
Yes.
Although there's that come other thing. So for
Yes.
him, he'll come and tell me, see that girl you keep asking me about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kwa kichwa yangu niko bazooka. Na huyo msichana wa
Yeah.
Because it's not my son with the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
he would take time to tell me for real.
Yeah,
But,
that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Because even with me, my son, I think I'm tough. Honestly, I am a tough mother. So by the time he comes and decides to just tell me about it, it will probably take time for him to expose or exhaust this relationship that we have and get somewhere where he can be able to tell me.
Yeah.
So that's why
Okay.
I suspect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to finances.
I remember by the time I finished Form 4, my money I've been putting, those days, I had 10,000.
Jesus Christ.
Are you serious?
Don't
That
give
would-
Yes.
Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Tell me where that
Damn.
money went to?
Eh.
My brother, as you help me with. Please note even him used to get, as you help me with this one, sijui I'm going well.
So you're trying to push the narrative that wanaume hawajakuwa wamejipanga na pesa nyinyi mmejipanga.
No, I'm telling you by the time, and then it's like, I'll give it back to you. You know,
Of course,
I'll give you back.
Ijairudi.
Hadi wa leo.
And again, I lost my mom when I was in Form 4. But my finances just, because now it's more of survival kind of mode. So even saving money is pretty hard. Like when you're uni ages and whatever. I honestly believe, like if my mom was still there, I'll be very good with my finances. Because I was actually, after that, it was just, even when I got my first job, I knew this is what I need to do. But you see, you're now an adult. So there's someone who needs this one. Like someone's like, help me with this. You give. This one needs, I had gotten to the point where I wasn't doing mobile banking. So I have to go like to the ATM. I was like, I am going to remove 2,000. This one should keep me for the whole week. Like, but then now when I got the, what is it called? Where I am right now, the employment and whatever. Like, again, I was set. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to say no to people. That was my biggest problem. It wasn't even just buying things or whatever. It's just saying no to people was the hardest part for me. So even during that whole depression aspect of it, it was money. It wasn't anything else. Because now I'm like, I'm getting a year older. Please know this is December. I'm like, I'm getting a year older. I have no savings. I have nothing. Here is January. We are starting the same process. And at the back of my mind, I know what I want. Like, I need to be independent. I want to do this. I want to do this. So I remember in 2019, that's when someone just at Jobo, I don't know what we were talking about. And she was just, complaining. She's like, Siju, my siblings, like, my parents have to send money, have to do this. So she told me, may I open a money market account? I'm like, what's a money market account? So now she's like, let me give you someone. She will teach you about it. So she gives me the number. So 2019, I was doing a clean out. I think I've said that in a previous whatever. For me, 2019 was a clean out. Whoever needs money from Sauda, please, this is the time to get it.
Public announcement.
Whatever you need, this is that year.
Mbona kunisho? 2019 siniliwambia ilikuwa kubaya.
Amka mnatuana.
What?
Imagine.
Nasinge kusaidia hiyo. Anyway.
Yeah, so I remember I was like, okay, so that is the first thing I need to do in 2020. So that was the first. I remember December, that salary that came in. Woo, I just paid rent, I put some money for January, and I squandered that money. I bought whatever I wanted. I was like, this is payback because from 2020 January, you remember? I was telling Rokitika, this is that year. Like, I will do whatever. And I just opened money markets. And then I used to have a savings account. So it's even that watching YouTube videos, just listening to people talking about money. Someone is telling you. So I used to have a savings account, but then I learned, the bank, you actually do not get anything from saving in the bank. So I used to have a savings account and I had a standing order. I was like, so that bank account for the saving, that will be my emergency fund.
Yeah.
So that's where my emergency fund used to go to. And I have the money market and then I used to budget. Do you get?
We are hearing these words. Some people are hearing them, and they're not very sure whether these are things that could work for them. Money markets. I've heard of lots of investment opportunities, stocks. There's having savings. What kind of savings format is it?
Yeah.
Is it bonds, treasury bonds and bills? Are you saving in a way that you can quickly liquidify, or is it something long term?
Yeah.
What is your risk appetite? Are you investing with something with high risk so that you can get high returns, or do you just want low risk
cash
with low returns, but you have guaranteed that you're not going to lose your money?
Men are more risk takers.
Yes, this is true. But then again, it depends. Again, and I'll still go back to it because that I want to be where we start with our financial conversation is that pesa yako inakujaje?
Yes.
Pesa
So
yako
how
inakujaje?
do you?
Because
Mine was constant.
If I have a constant salary, I can know X amount can go into savings, X amount can go. Wacha hii iende kwa ijaribu kununua shares za EABL for example.
Yes.
Tuone watu kama watapiga sherehe nipate ka dividend, shares at the end, the dividends at the end of the year to see whether I'm going to get good money.
Yes.
Ya kasako kanakuja.
Yeah. Na wewe ndio na yasako pia. So wewe kama yako but kama yako inakujaga tu eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are things you'll not be able to plan for because I'm not going to take a loan because I know I'm expecting money. Just
So
take a loan so that I can go and invest in, kwa sababu watu wamesema sahi shares za kwanza watu walichukua loan wakati shares za I remember the two public offers that had the most attention in this country. Kengen and Safaricom. Hey,
let me tell you, someone was telling me just the other day how they were looking for money to invest in a specific business, and they needed to raise some specific amount of money, but they had to sell first their car. Then they thought of they remembered later that they had shares in Safaricom, and by the time they were going to sell their shares, since that time when it started, sahi akiuza alipata about 600,000 right now. That's when he was able to top up and just get the money to invest in. Yeah.
So you see, pesa ni personal sana.
Yeah, true.
Okay, finish.
Yeah, pesa ni personal sana because I have talked about financial literacy.
Yes.
And I have also heard about financial literacy.
Yes.
But at the bottom line is, ni ndio hii pesa, ndizo hizi njia. Hakuna njia moja, ndizo hizi. Because ina depend hapa kwako. Step 1.
Yeah.
How does step 1 look for you?
Yes.
Look like for you. Ni unapata, is it the volumes that matter or is it the consistency? Because that's another thing. Volume of money and consistency of money. You might be getting 1 million and getting 1 million once eventually. And I might be getting 10,000, but I'm getting that 10,000 every month. Every month.
Yeah.
Nitajipanga better than wewe mwenye eventually unapata hiyo milioni moja. That is a truth.
And okay. For me, the other thing is, like, I feel like people who don't get a constant flow can correct me. I feel like they're better at planning than someone who gets like at the end of the month,
it's more of discipline because hii yenye nimepata saa hii. Sijui next mimi napata nini. Wacha nijipange na hii for the next 6 months if inaweza nifikisha hapo.
But for me, I know, like next month. So I think even me, that was my problem.
You can clear your account by 20th.
I can clear 20th. I know it. Hata unaambia mtu let's like me and Rockchika, by the way, let's not lie about this. So we'll see each other when we'll plan for which date. 26. Like we
after
know.
Like after payday.
Payday, the first day.
Payday 24th.
Hatukuambii.
Kuambi.
This is how they
Short
exclude
job.
me from
Short
their
job.
manenos.
Yeah, we are not telling you.
Ah.
No,
We have
tell
learners
us.
watching.
You tell us
Me, I don't know.
si ndio siku hiyo
I don't know what
sasa.
my payday is. I don't
Kila
know.
saa huo
No,
ukituambia
his
ni
is
nani
not
ni-
as consistent.
Me, I don't know.
Yeah.
ndio
He only
ninasema
knows
hapa
that he's
ukianza
paying
kusikia
salaries.
fununu kusikia kafununu natuambia alafu tutaenda out.
Ai, mi sijuagi. Hata ni once tu.
William
Mdem fulani
Macho
anaitwa
by
Grace.
the way, cheap.
Mdem fulani anaitwa Grace aliniambia kuna kacheka kwa mahali once tu. Kawaida siambiagu.
I want to repeat.
You have to
William Mato ni cheap sana. Ukienda out.
I'm a cheap date.
Yeah, you're a very cheap
Very
star.
cheap.
Yeah, me too.
Very cheap date.
No,
Very
not
cheap
you.
date.
He's cheaper than you, by the way.
Me, I'm not a
cheaper than
foodie.
you.
I'm not.
Wait.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
not sure if that's a
Back
good thing
that
now.
up. Back that up. When we talk about food, then Mato is more expensive than you.
Me and food, I'm like, what?
Yeah. But anyway, I think what we are saying is that you having one constant income coming in may just not be enough for you. You have to be smart and be open to any other.
Yes. Also,
finances that come in. Yeah.
I think for me is surround yourself with people who also know a bit or like have that conversation. Me, there are things I did not. Even the thing about saving in the bank, I did not know about it.
Really?
No, me, I didn't know. Me, I used to just put. I'm saving my money. I'm saving. I didn't know about it.
Nyumba.
Nyumba yangu.
Ulisema ulikuja your savings.
Me, I'm Somali, bwana. People come in and
Mattress.
out of that house.
Yeah.
Where's it just? You don't live alone.
Oh, you're Somali?
No.
She's Borana.
Yeah, like yeah. As guys, people walk in and out of the house, so you can't just keep money then. But it's the whole aspect, like the way I said, for me, 2020 was that year I was putting, my finances. I was on YouTube, I was on like everywhere, like I'm just listening to what is them. It's like, oh yeah, pension, nini, like I'm just doing everything that I need to do. So now I feel like I'm more, I might not get the everything, like I might not understand.
Yeah.
I even got a finance person. Like I was talking to her and she's like, Aki Bashir, can I just be your finance person?
I think that should actually be the bottom line of this.
Yeah, that's
of this
true.
story, because it's get somebody who actually knows
Yes.
what options can work for you. Because again, it's very personal. It's very
It
personal.
is very
we are not saying we are promoting any particular financial institution so that you can go there. This is
Yeah.
not sponsored yet. So we're just saying, even if it means talking to her, if you know her, talking to me, so that I know this financial guy who can try and help you in a certain way.
Yes.
Hata kama ni hiyo thao moja, kuna venye ina depend pia kwa nini una make hiyo thao moja, una end up aje ni hiyo thao moja na kusustain hadi wapi kiaje, what options can work for you.
Yes.
How what's your risk appetite? Unataka kuspend dough, make dough, ama unataka tu kushikilia tu kidogo, katap kidogo, and then what do you do? Whatever what you are doing, uko na security na kenye unafanya. Mi najuaga tu any day kinaweza uma.
Kinaweza umana. Talking about my experience, as like I shared, 2021 was not a really good year for me, but personally, financial journey has been something that I have had to learn along the way. Because times I have said, I've had it, I'm never going back to this again. And then I find myself back into that trap again. And I also, to date, I'm still trying to figure out what else I can do. And as much as you're talking about something that we want to do for us to be able to expand our finances, it just can't be anything, because businesses also have risks that you might want to take. And there's also the fun, that the aspect where you have to be available. Some you have to be available. Some you really don't. Some you can actually employ someone else for you to be able to get to do that business. Yeah, like you guys, you have Shake. Sindio, like you don't necessarily... Yes, you have
She knew. You knew.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, even amesema vibaya, si ndio?
You have a garden. So, but you're not there every single time.
No.
You're never there. No. So you get someone to actually help manage your business. And it's something that I'm actually still learning.
Yes.
Since I have my employment, I have my personal business, but I still want to do more.
That's very true.
And I still want to do more.
It's a risk. Even me, when I was getting to the whole farming, Like, I remember when I was like trying to figure out like what to do, where to save money and whatever. Like, I remember my finance person trying to explain to me is like, oh, you should do stocks. I'm like, okay, what happens with stock? Oh, you have to. I'm like, I need to keep track of these things. Next. Like, I already know
what you don't want,
what I don't want, and whatever. So that's how I opted in. Like, I was like, let me do money markets. Even the whole aspect of having the emergency fund. The guys are like, what's emergency fee? I'm just like, no, it's just where you put like 1K or 2K monthly somewhere, so that in case, like if you have a car and then maybe there's a tire issue, you don't go to your money, your salary, your pocket,
your monthly expenses.
Your monthly expenses.
Yeah.
Yes. If gas ikiisha, that's not, you go to your emergency fund. Like those two small things, and it's not a lot of money you get. So even with the farming, it was research. I had to do research, who you're working with as well. Yeah. So at the end of it, I know if it works, it was a risk. I'm not going to think, oh, what a waste it was a bad idea, it was what. No, I feel like there are things you just like you need to learn. Like hata ujifunze aje, who teaches you, you have to experience it to go through it.
This is true.
It is business. So.
Finances is it's a journey. It's a long topic. I really want us the next episode to be able to talk about debts. And how it has affected us. Angalia vile Mato amekunja sura.
Nataka niongee kuhusu vile nilikuwa na deni ya 300,000 ya mtu mmoja.
Let me tell you why. It's because people are very shy about talking about their finances, and it's something, I don't know, man. You remember what we were talking about, you guys not opening up. You don't share the experience that you had with someone else, unless that someone else is in the same position that you are in, then you are able to talk about it. But something I learned.
Why would I just come out of nowhere and say, yo, bro, unajua mimi niko na deni ya 300,000. Na hivi ndivyo nilisort.
Let me ask you.
Umelan kitu kwa life.
Kimeumana kabisa. Kimeumana kabisa Mato. Then you have to get help from someone. That's what I'm talking about.
It's more of from somewhere. No, it's not about the person. It's about the...
Let me tell you, Mato, even personally, and I keep saying that, like, it's something I keep saying, if I ever get that partner or whatever, my God, I need to know what loans you have, where your money, whatever, because...
No, between the two of you?
Yes.
I had a conversation with my now wife.
I need to know.
When she was my girlfriend. We had a money conversation till 3 a.m. in the night. We disagreed, agreed, disagreed, agreed, had compromises, agreed this is what is good. And it is thanks to that conversation that when the financial situations became what they were, first for her, then for me, then eventually things started going up, we were okay.
Yes,
we were able to handle things especially in the context of a relationship, there is a way you have to handle it together. History ya mtu mmoja ndio ana handle pesa mwingine tu hata kama ni una handle pesa lazima tujue wewe ndio una handle. It should not be unsaid. It needs to be said.
So that I also
agreed.
Yes, so that even I as your partner, I know how to play this.
Najua mali tuko.
Ninajua pale tuko.
Si ati kidogo tuko tuna enjoy sausage na kuku.
Yes.
Alafu Shiloh kana knock mlango. Tunashindwa niko ati dining table mnabeba sawa endeni nayo hapana.
So I feel like that is one, like that for me, I keep saying I need to know what you're doing with your money. I need to know how you handle your money.
We'll pick up that conversation next time.
Yes.
And it's very broad. We don't know what experience you have with finances. Whatever you have, you can let us know. You can share this video. Let your friends know about the new podcast we have. But tumeenda sana yenyewe. Tumeenda sana yenyewe. So let's hear what you have to say. And till next time, ciao.
Ciao ni nani?
Ciao.
Si ciao, ni ciao.
Bye guys.